Oh dear, I've done it again. Now you can see my room. Oh, come on. Oh, there I am. Hello and welcome to the Spiritual Wisdom Hour. A few minutes late. Sorry, I've come into my room in Wynyard, in the northwest coast of Victoria. I'm going here and there. I hope you're well and enjoying a beautiful day. It certainly is gorgeous here in Tassie today, and not too hot. We do get hot weather occasionally, but today's just quite pleasant. So welcome everyone. My name is Victoria Cochrane. I'm a psychic channel author, spiritual healer, and Reiki master, advanced theta healing practitioner. And I am on every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. Hi Sharon. So I do a bit of a kind of a spiritual development kind of blurb. Sometimes we do meditations and things, and then I do readings from around 12:30 onwards, just because it can be quite draining and maybe boring for people that it doesn't relate to. So, hi Michelle. Are you walking around the lake? Oh, lovely. Where's the lake? Hannah, how are you up in Sydney? Chris, talked to Chris this morning. He said the weather was crappy. So that's no good. Come to Tassie. It's better here. So Chris is my eldest son, and he lives up in Sydney and is a friend with Hannah. Hi Laura Lou, lovely to see you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. Actually, have a couple of appointments in my room this afternoon, but also the carpet cleaning man has come to our house finally, so I've left him to it. And they need doing, I tell you. Hi Susan, lovely to see you. So it is, but it's nice after the heat wave. Oh yes, maybe I'll look to come soon. Yes, that would be awesome. Hi Tanya. Good morning from Victoria. Oh wow. So hopefully the borders are all going to stay open pretty soon, and we can all start feeling Australian, not state bound. And anyway, last week I read from some of my books, or from all of my books. I just kind of flicked to a page and read a chapter, and that seemed to be a good thing to do. So I might do that again today, for want of really having a topic. Before I do readings and things, just drop me a line, say hello, and let me know if you have any questions around spiritual development, meditation, spirits in the house, anything like that. So I also have had some really great healings with people lately. One fellow came and he'd had an entity on him for quite a while, and Creator and I got rid of it. So there's really nothing that you can ask me that I can either answer or ask Creator about. So if you do have a bit of a sticky situation or thing going on, that always provides good topics for people to listen into. And otherwise, I'm going to do just having a blank, a general reading for everybody. So just a reading for the collective first to give some general messages, and then I might grab a book at random and open a random page and read a random paragraph and see how it resonates with people. So these cards are Gaia Oracle. I might have used them last week because they're new, and they're by Tony Carmine Salerno, and they're really very nice. No worries, Laura Lou. Yeah, hang on here about 12:30. And if you guys could share this video, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it, to let other people know about me. Hannah says, I've been watching a documentary series on Netflix called Surviving Death. A lot about people having near-death experiences, seeing the other realm and their experience of that. There's a bit, now I can't get the more of it. There's a bit on mediumship too, which I'd actually love to hear more about, how to develop that. Cool, good question. Hey Vicky, great to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Hi Katie. Okay, that gives me a really good start for a topic. Collective reading, purification, water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. Everybody, a few people have let me know that there's a lot of heavy energy around and a few downloads and quite a lot of shifting going on. Water always signifies cleansing, but also water signifies emotions, Naked bodies, which are in Tony's cards a lot, signify the truth, warts and all. So being in our own truth, seeing everything with clarity, without any veils or clothes, it's just the naked truth, warts and all, being in our truth, being able to see the truth. So purification means emotional cleansing, the need for that, and walking in water, being in water, having a shower, and actually just imagine washing all the emotional trauma away is a really good thing to do. Hi Josephine, whereabouts in Tassie are you? Yeah, a few people are saying energy and pain. Yeah, so get in the water and wash it away. Use water to cleanse your emotions, because now's the time to be dropping those heavy emotions to allow the future, or to allow growth to come through. 11:11. Well, I did a channeling about that, and I can read from my book about 11:11, Katie. Hi Cindy. And this one is Goddess of Creation. We are co-creators. We're very powerful manifestors. Every thought creates. So transformation, creativity and wholeness. So now's the time to get the emotions in check and start to use the empowerment of freeing ourselves from emotional baggage to create, to write, to create change in our lives. And to bring ourselves back to oneness and wholeness. So I love those two cards. Now, Hannah's asked a thing about mediumship, but Katie's brought up 11:11, which I might address first, and then we'll go back to the spirit world and mediumship. So this is my fourth book, the Book of Life, Lessons from Mother Earth, and I brought this out in November last year. And it really talks about ascension, but it also talks about Mother Earth and how everything that happens in synchronicity in nature that we can learn from as well. Oh, 7. Well, hi, Ju. 7 is the most spiritual number, apparently. So it's like that. But a 7 in the tarot also means at a crossroads, or releasing emotion, releasing the past in order to move forward. So it's kind of like the most positive number for creating change. The water makes a lot of sense. I've been drawn to the beach. Yeah, it's very, very grounding. And if you have children who are autistic or ADHD, actually just letting them in the water play, paddle in the pool, anything to help them, to even sand, anything kind of that they can just play with and ground themselves into is very helpful, says she who used to be a kindergarten teacher. Okay, so in this book, then there was some channelings that I did late last year around ascension, and chapter 33 is actually entitled 11:11. the 1111 Ascension Portal. And so what I was told was that it's the gateway, and so there was a gateway opening at a certain time, but we can always access it when we're ready to. And it's like two columns, and the colon in the middle means as above, so below. So realizing that what happens on earth affects the etheric kingdom and vice versa. If you see 1127 or something like that, it relates to the second chakra and the crown chakra, and they need balancing to bring you into 1111. So it was very interesting, and I'll just read this to you, and then we'll hop on to mediumship, and then we'll get on to readings. So the Ascension Portal is open, and the invitation to enter it is given as the numbers 11:11. If you are repeatedly seeing this number combination, you are ready for the next phase in your spiritual evolution. The symmetry of this master number represents the columns of ascension, with the colon a symbol of polarity, as above, so below. The Ascension Portal is the new activation available to those souls who have risen sufficiently in their consciousness to stay above the lure of third dimensional energy, which is heavy in density and stifles spirituality. Now is the time to answer the call to go through the portal on your journey to becoming a way shower and mentor for others. If you are also seeing other numbers repeatedly, the messages behind them are as equally important to uncover, because your ability to receive this new activation depends upon clearing any blockages that have been holding you back. We, the Masters of Light, are ever here to assist you to achieve your dreams and to be the very best you can be. All we need is permission from you to help you in your quests. 1111 adds to the number 4, which equates to the heart chakra. The activation received when entering the new Ascension Portal is one of unconditional love and an instant healing of any lower energies that may still be present within your 4 bodies. If, however, you see the number 4 repeatedly in any combination, it is an indication that a blockage exists in your heart chakra that needs your awareness, recognition, and attention. All numbers up to 7 can be attributed to the main 7 chakras. So 777, for the person who mentioned that, Jew, also relates to your crown chakra and your connection to the all. Now I've lost my place. 11 before them means that the Ascension Portal awaits you, but there is work to do to clear major emotional, mental or spiritual blockages in the chakras indicated by the numbers. So 1147 indicates the heart and crown chakras. 1156 means blockages are present in the throat and third eye. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Carmen? Hi, Amanda. Great to see you. If you add 4 and 7 or 5 and 6, they make 11. So when the blockages are cleared, the 11:11 portal will be ready to receive and activate your chakras to enter the galactic gateway represented by the numeral 8. Now the 8 is the infinity symbol as well, and our Christ consciousness. What does it mean then if you're constantly seeing 707, 808 or 909? And that is me. I see that all the time. The numeral 0 represents infinity and connection to the Christ consciousness. If you see all of the above number sequences repeatedly, it means that you are already a way shower and a bridge for others to transcend the galactic gateway of the 8th chakra, which is up here. You are a teacher of others. Well done if this applies to you. We are grateful for your assistance, as all angelic energy must be grounded through a human physical body in order to be of service. That's really important. We are the ones who ground in the etheric energy, because the angels, the energy of the Creator even, is too high unless we bring it through ourselves first. Doesn't mean we need to sacrifice our energy though. if we do it through the unconditional love of the Creator, there won't be any trading of energy. So that's about the numbers. And then I just had a thought about how to activate and bring in higher energy to your chakra line. And hi, Cat. And that's what I do in here in my room, using the pendulum and using the master who's working with the person. But in this book, there is a meditation, and I have recorded all these meditations, and they're available online through a secret portal on my website when you buy the book and you get the code. And you can get this book $24 Australian online. You can come to my website, but you probably get it cheaper on Amazon or online booksellers. And the one I want is about, there are 3 meditations in here, all called Invoke the Violet Flame of Transmutation, and my publisher's going to fix that up as soon as she's back from holidays. But still the messages are fine, you just have to ignore the headings. So the one I want is using the pendulum to heal your body and energy fields, and I think that's number 55. So let's do that first. If you don't have a pendulum, that's fine. Just give me permission. Hi, Gemma. Just open up your auric field and give me permission to use the pendulum on your behalf. Kerry, great to see you. That's not the one I want. I'll just find it. So that's a bit of information about the 11:11 portal. Mediumship is when you bring through spirits. Not necessarily though. Mediumship is when you connect to the spirit world or the etheric kingdom and bring in channeled messages, but it generally applies or refers to bridging the gap from Earth to the spirit world and bringing in people who've passed over. And the thing with that is that if you're intending to do that for a person and just ask to bring in the loved one who passed over, generally that works really well. If you're open to it, it's a skill for sure. Channeling is similar. So mediumship requires clairvoyance and clairaudience, but channeling really just requires clairaudience. And generally when you receive the message, well, when I receive the message, generally it's just a thought that's not my own. But sometimes you can get a clang, or you can get a voice, or people get it in different ways, or a song might just come on and give you that message too. Clairvoyance is when you see. So people say, oh, clairvoyance sees the future. Clairvoyance sees with the third eye. So I tune into a person, I see all their aura, I see their body image, I can see their organs, I see the energy in their organs. Also Daisy would see visions of future life events as flashes of like a picture happening or on a screen. So clairvoyance comes in different ways. It comes in different ways for different people. So mediumship is safe enough when you're bringing in people who've passed over, who are related to you, or that a person's asked you to do. But if you're using a Ouija board and you just bring in any kind of random spirit, you need to be really careful, because you know how I was talking about sacrificing energy or trading energy. Every plane of existence, including the spirit world, works, including the angelic kingdom even, works on duality and works on exchange of energy, but sometimes it can be a real sacrifice of energy without an equal trade. And also when you open up the spirit world, you can also let in any flotsam and jetsam and some levels of the spirit world are not particularly nice. So the best thing to do is to be specific about who you're talking to, and also connect to the unconditional love of the Creator, which is God, but it's the seventh plane, so it's what encompasses everything, and keeps us in oneness and unconditional love. Yeah. So in this journal, which I've shown you before, which I've contributed to, my section does talk about channeling, and it describes the seventh plane of existence, or the 7 planes of existence, and they're not linear, so we work and exist within all planes of existence all at the same time. I've got a crystal in my hand, that's the first plane of existence. I'm talking to you, that's the 3rd plane of existence. I've got water, that's the 1st plane of existence. You know, I've got salad in my lunchbox, that's the 2nd plane of existence. So we're living and working in all of the planes. It's not linear. But if we're connected and we're aware of our connection to the Creator without religion and just bringing in that beautiful unconditional love, we're not going to be operating within duality or within the vows and commitments, which can be quite nasty, like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, I have to sacrifice or give away my power to be close to God, and all those things that we don't know about, that we hook into when we're working in those planes. And so I'm very pedantic about it, and so I always connect to the Creator. I always connect, then bring myself over the person and open up the spirit world and specifically talk. And people say, oh, just see who's there. So, okay, I just want to bring in the people who are relevant to that person if I don't know who's there. But sometimes there's some random being there and the person says, I don't know who it is. And I say, well, that's what happens when you open up the spirit world, because they just come in to say hi, or they're walking past, or really, it can be just like that. Thanks, Laura Lou. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. So anyway, so I hope that explains a bit about mediumship. So it's not something to just think, oh, I'll have a go. I had a fella come to me the other day, and he had decided that he would just try to see how quite a high-profile murder case had happened, and so he started tuning in, and the young lady who was murdered now hounds him all the time to try and get him to solve it. So he opened up the spirit world willingly, and then she is not leaving him alone, and that's what can happen, so he's got these gifts, and I have no doubt that what he told me is absolutely true. But then how do you get the police to believe that? So that's what can happen. So be very careful. That's all I can say. Hi, Rachel. It is fascinating. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Sebastian. Hi, Linda. So back to reharmonizing our energy fields with the pendulum. And if you give me permission, I will ask that this go to all the collective. And then after this, we'll do some readings for people. How would he release her? Well, what I said to him was, quite often they really need acknowledgement, but also you need to just ask them to back off and to promise them that you will do your best, and that's all you can do. And I've done that for another high-profile murder case here in Tasmania as well. So, and that young lady was hounding at least 4 people. And it's still never been solved. But I've no doubt that people who've been given the information have the right information. So it's, but when you willingly open up to it, or they come in and you kind of acknowledge them, they can attach to you. So you can also call in Archangel Michael and just ask him to just take them away and to give them counselling and to close it off. So, oh, look, awful. And but what do you do? Like, it's when you've got a spirit just in your head all the time, it's not very pleasant. So you have to kind of achieve a balance. So, you know, I put this man in touch with someone I know who might know where he can go, and then it's up to him whether he takes it further. But it's just once you open up the spirit world, it can flood you. So that's all I'm saying. Be really careful. Okay, so I will get to readings very soon. Yeah, who said that? Absolutely. Daisy, you have to be ready for it, and if not, it can be really bad. Yes. Hi, Sherry, or Cherie, and yes, Tara, I'll get to it soon. Right, so sit with your, this is from my book, The Book of Life, Lessons from Mother Earth. And these meditations, this one that I'm about to read to you, has been recorded, set to music, which can be accessed when you purchase the book, and they're available online. Okay, so sit with your feet firmly grounded and a table or flat surface in front of you. Well, you'll also need some paper, a pen or pencil, and a pendulum. If you don't have one, use a necklace or anything long and weighted that has your energy in it. If you wish, you may record the direction of the pendulum after each section, as this will document how much light is entering your system. Okay, guys, I am going to get to readings, but just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, relaxing your shoulders and slowing your breaths down each time. Then call me in, Lord Melchizedek, so Melchizedek's working with everyone today, in the energy of the unconditional love of the Creator, to balance and reharmonize your bodies and energy fields in the highest and best way. See, feel or know my presence, then focus your attention on the area of your crown chakra. So I'm just telling Lord Melchizedek, this is for everyone's crown chakra. Hold the intention that all of your chakras be balanced and aligned with the symbol or symbols that are appropriate to you. So because we've got so many people with different levels of energy, we're just doing a general clearing probably. Okay, and you hold the pendulum very still and it works on its own. And I can see there are some blockages. If there are blockages, you just pull. It's called chelation. Okay, for everyone's crown chakra now, Lord Melchizedek, please. Taking negative energy out. And so this is actually an alignment. It goes negative, then straight, and then positive. And now putting a flower of life in, so that's the first activation for the light body. And now grounding. Beautiful. And because I'm running out of time, I'm now, once this is finished, you'll know it's finished when it stops, just going to ask Lord Melchizedek to now go to everybody's earth chakra, which is actually the 10th chakra, down at your feet, and do the same thing. So at least you'll be grounded and aligned from your crown to your earth chakra. So this is grounding. And aligning now. And then doing an aura sweep to bring the energy all the way. Oh, here we go. A star, is it? No, more grounding. So when you do it for yourself, you can actually have a chakra chart or something like that. So I have one here. And you can actually just use the pictures of the chakras and as a proxy for your own if you're doing it for yourself. But the meditation just takes you through all of the chakras, but your energy fields as well, and teaches you how to use the pendulum. And it's possible for you to record or to write down the symbols, and that's kind of how I learned. So okay, we'll get into readings now. I know everybody loves readings, but I would really appreciate it if you share this video, and that's a nice exchange of energy then. And my website is victoriacochrane.com. I've got podcasts on there, testimonials, and my books are on there, my story is on there, so you're welcome. It was all very, very quick, but then you can just, the actual integration then is to spiral all the way up your chakras, and that just integrates it all. So I hope some of you are feeling that. Okay, so people are just really wanting readings, so let's do that. Please share this video if you can, and go onto my website and check me out. I always say to people, go and check me out and see what you think. Hi Gemma, I gave it a go with my citrine necklace, but I'll have to sit down and do it more in depth with the chart. Yeah, and it can be, if I forget my pendulum and I'm wearing a long necklace, I'll just use that. Do you know what? Fun fact, a tea bag works just as well. So if you don't have a pendulum or a necklace, get a tea bag. It works, honestly. Fun fact for you. Right. Okay, let me choose some cards. Yes, lots of people wanting them. I don't know what cards, so I'm going to use my pendulum to tell me what cards to use today. I have too many. Sometimes it's too many. Okay. Thank you for sharing, guys. Maybe these ones will be good. These are another one of Tony Carmine's Salernos. These are an older deck. Pardon me, angels, gods and goddesses, and they also use naked bodies. So remembering that nakedness is a truth. So if you dream about yourself running naked through the streets or something, it's pretty horrendous, but it actually means that you're showing who you really are. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll back here and just randomly choose people who've asked for readings. Amanda Stevens, and then I'll do Hannah. And if I need to get clarity, I'm going to try a tea bag. I tell you, it does, it really works. It's very funny. Okay. So this is for Amanda. Here we have a naked angel, angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. So if you're asking for a reading, you're giving me permission to tune into you. So just to let you know that, because I do need to tune into your energy just to clarify what the card means. And I am in my office and there are other people in this building, so if you hear random voices, that's why. Amanda, your throat chakra is really, I think you are having to speak your truth quite a bit lately. It's like a light bulb coming out, but also maybe a reminder to think before you speak and to ground your truth in, because your truth is not everybody else's, or perceptions can be different. So express yourself clearly. So it's like you are expressing yourself, but people aren't getting it. So it is about doing some reflection for yourself on what it is that you're trying to get across. and then maybe phrasing it differently and bringing it down, or kind of matching it to the people that you're talking to so that they actually get what you're saying. So I hope that helps, but that's kind of what's coming to me. Hannah, I just break my energy. That one wants to come out. Goddess of the Shadows. I think this is really good for you, Han. What you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. So it's almost like, there's a few things going on where you think you've said the wrong thing or done the wrong thing, or panicking that it's what you're feeling and worrying about is going to ruin things, but perhaps it's bringing everything out into the open and showing your raw side, and that, it's just helping to release anything that no longer serves you, so that when you do have a bit of a panic about things, and I do know Hannah personally, when you have a panic, then you reflect on it, and then, it's just helping you to kind of re-center and to reorganize your perception on things. I'm hoping that kind of helps. So don't feel bad about that. It's because if you look at your crown, your connection here, and this is emotional body, yellow is emotional body, so you've got a lot of ego. Orange is sacral chakra and yellow is solar plexus chakra. So these are the ones, it's all coming from your fight and flight, which comes from childhood, it comes from, mistakes we've made in the past. So it is still about lots more things to release there, so that you feel safe to be who you are in the relationships that you're in. So that's what oh, thank you for that. Okay, I'm going right down here. Someone says you're looking good. Oh, thanks, Trees. That's awesome. I'm actually dropped about 5 kilos in a couple of weeks because I've just decided I had to, and been very careful with the food I've been eating, and I'm feeling a bit better about it, about myself. Yes, Daisy, while you're there, I will. Hi, Trees from Auckland. So great you're on. Yes, and Laura, I'll get to you then too. Hi, Helen. Amanda, I hope that resonated with you. So, hi, Margaret. You're welcome, Han. Okay. Thanks, Gemma. Congrats. What for? Oh, on losing the weight, yeah. You don't lose it, because if you're losing weight, you're trying to find it. So I'm dropping it. I'm actually dropping it off. Yes, and happy. Oh, I have flipped the camera. Thanks for telling me. Oh, you get a nice picture of my chair there. Whoops. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so this is for Daisy, who's obviously quite spiritual and maybe a practitioner herself. Goddess of the sacred path. Okay, even when we're very spiritual, we can still let our mind get in the way. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. I'd say you have a lot of guidance, but sometimes second guess or doubt, Daisy. So I'll just tune into you if I may. You have a lot of guidance, you have a lot of energy coming in as well, and some of it seems a bit random or out there. So sometimes logic just keeps us in the box when we need to think out of it, and I think there are solutions there for you that are definitely not in the box. And so let your hair down, having a bit of a bad hair day there. But Daisy, there's guidance there for you that if you trust, but always ask that it's for your highest and best, and that you are being guided in the highest and best way, then you'll do really well. Laura Lou, just going to do, and thank you very much for thanking me. That's so lovely. So Daisy says she's not practicing, very gifted. Yeah, but you can trust. You know, I'm sure that you need to just trust. Trust is the biggest word I can ever tell anybody. You've got to trust. Okay, Laura Lou. God of reflections, the qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. We do mirror each other, and so, but it also relates to the law of attraction that everything works on vibration, and so if we're angry, we'll get angry back. If we're nice, we'll get nice back, you know, and if we're feeling something or reacting to someone the right way, it's possible that they're feeling the same. So needing to be, we can't change the way other people react to us, but we can change the way we react and interact with other people and our perceptions of what they're saying. And it always comes back to how we feel about ourselves and our self-love and our ability to feel worthy and secure. So that's just for you to know that some reflection on why you might be reacting or interacting the way you are, Laura Lou, will help you to raise your vibrations and to let go of any emotional stuff that's not serving you in those situations. What is my diet? I'm really just limiting my carbs, so I'm not really having bread. So I have a mushroom, like a whole mushroom. I'll have a little bit of bacon, but I just have the rind of it. I'll put olive dip is my go-to thing. I have a bit of olive dip and an egg. That's breakfast. So it's more a protein thing of maybe, and trying to have snacks in between. So smaller meals, smaller portions, but not carbs. Like I have potatoes sometimes. I don't have much fruit because that's got a lot of sugar in it. So it's more like 100 grams of protein for a big meal and 50 grams of protein in between, and lots of veggies and salads and things, but just not mindfully or mindlessly eating. And as Chris, my eldest son, would say, it's more about the food and portion sizes than it is anything about exercise. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I did that before. Some people on here would have been with me on this method with Jeff Jowett, who's not actually doing weight loss anymore, but he is doing mindfulness, and he can be found on Instagram, and he's doing lots of free talks. He sits in his car so he doesn't disturb the neighbours in his apartment building, and he talks about this kind of stuff of, you know, success comes from, you know, how do successful people operate, and, you know, all of that. Yes, you can have a goal, but it's more about something else. So he's good to listen to if you need a bit of inspiration. Thank you. Yeah, I think that my double chin's gone a little bit, so I'm feeling better, and so it's good. So Daisy, I think I did just give you a card, and then I just did Laura Lou. So now I'm going to go back here a bit, and Therese says she's having family problems. So I just break my energy again, and just ground myself, and Well, trust your intuition with what you're being drawn to, with what you're feeling around your family, because your intuitive and psychic abilities are pretty strong at present. But let me just tune into you, trees, and just see what. Thank you for all the thumbs up and everything. That's awesome. You've got some pretty heavy energy on your right side. It's almost like, and that's your masculine side. So it's just like it's almost like a wall of energy. It's just like a wall, and it's on you a bit. So you do need a bit of a clearing, and you need boundaries, because they're just kind of trying to push you into things. I'm just going to change cards because I really actually think those cards aren't particularly helpful. Goddess cards, empowerment, that's what we need. A bit of Age of Aquarius, empowerment. Oh, there's the answer. Okay, so if it's sons or partner or anyone in your home, it's your home. You need to really just have some boundaries. But it says here your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Trees, you have Archangel Gabriel, Michael, I'll ask. Archangel Gabriel. Come from the heart, speak your truth with love, but set your boundaries, and know that you also are important, and push back if you need to, gently, and just say, no, I have boundaries and that's it. So I'm seeing your throat chakra down in your solar plexus. It's like really affecting you, and you're not able to say what you want to say, or it's just not resonating. It's just like, bring it up, really ground, like a real healing of your chakra and clearing of your chakras would be really useful, so that you can just be really grounded and more empowered and centered, so that you're not speaking with all that emotion, you're just speaking truth. If I'm seeing blue in your solar plexus, you're speaking with emotion, but it needs to be grounded in truth. Okay, so I hope that helps. Hi Helen, Amanda, yes, thank you. Tara, would love help, clarity on a core wound. Is that on family wound? Can you just give me a little bit more information on that, Tara, please? As Sebastian says, good, glad I'm not just hearing voices alone. No idea how many people hear voices, but I do occasionally. I'll get a clang or something. That's generally the diva realm or the fairy kingdom, and actually must contact them. But also, sometimes I'll get something that'll wake me up. But generally it'll just be, hi Kimmy, a thought that's not my own. I just got to go right in here. Yes, but comes up with dating. Okay. Hi Shazza. Guys, I've got so many people asking for readings. Honestly, it's going to be hard to get to everyone. So Tara, I do healings on things like this, but I can just, on a core wound, generally we'll come up with dating. Okay, so the trauma needs to be lifted, and sometimes it goes back to past lives as well, because we can repeat patterns of behaviour and contracts of learning. So I'll pull a card for you, a healing energy card, but that kind of thing really needs healing the type of healing I do works with lifting trauma and everything from the past so that it doesn't come up anymore. And I don't have time to do that now. So you can go onto my website and check out all my healings and my services and things. There are lots of different modalities that deal with that, but what we're dealing with here is emotional trauma that is holding you back in your relationships, and that's really important to start getting help for that. Yeah, well, give me a go. I have a good success rate with it, so thank you, Gemma. She says, Victoria's really helped me with a healing session, can recommend. That's beautiful. Thanks, Gemma. Okay, so this is for Tara. Yeah, it's definitely held in your solar plexus, but also in your sacral. Healing of the throat and heart chakras. Share from your heart past traumas seen as positive lessons in the now. Say what you feel. Do a bit of a journal too, Tara. Write some things down. And what are the positives? What has this taught you? How are you stronger? You know, it was awful, not to discount the trauma of it. But when we can actually turn it around and start to see everything as lessons, because everything we do in life are lessons, then what are the lessons, and actually how have you benefited in any way, and or how could you? And just start to turn it around a bit, and sending love to yourself and forgiveness to yourself. You know, any forgiveness to a perpetrator is hard to do, even though it sets you free, but at least start to bring in that power of forgiveness and power of, it's happened to me, but it hasn't defined me, and I can move on from it. And, you know, just see how that goes. But writing things down, write a letter to yourself, write a letter to whoever's hurt you, to your parents or whatever's happened in your childhood, ceremoniously burn it. Things like that can really be helpful. Tree says, thank you for your cards today. I would like to contact you about clearing my chakras. Yes, I have been through traumas. Now my daughter is in domestic violence. How awful. Please contact me and then I'll get straight back to you and we can work something out. And if you're not in Tasmania, we can still do chakra clearings, even though I'm not there with you. I'm very relaxing. People tell me that. Thank you. Okay, a couple. Thank you for saying what you specialise in. I wondered why I was drawn to you. Thanks, Crystal Lee. Hannah says, would highly recommend doing a session or two with Victoria. Could not recommend enough. She's really helped me and continues to help me. There's actually a testimonial video from Hannah on my website, which she did for me. There's about 4 testimonials, and it's really lovely. I never ask them to say anything or to specify exactly what they say. They just say what they feel. So thanks, Hannah, for that. And yeah, these cards are Healing Energy cards by Leanne Peters. She's in Hobart. I'm going to have lunch in a minute. Gemma, that's so... Oh, here, I flipped you again. Oh dear, sorry about that. Okay, Shazza. Yes, anything for you. Let's go back to these cards. So I'm in Tasmania, but I do video calls. I work on WhatsApp, Skype, Messenger. I go to Launceston once a month. My next day is March the 1st. My website is victoriacochrane.com. I have a couple of groups. Did that actually fall out? Don't know what happened there. I have a page called Victoria Cochrane Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. I have some private groups. One is the Spiritual Journey with Taurus Angels, and the other one is Victoria Cochrane Author. I am pretty prolific with things. I also have a newsletter which I put out once a month, and on my pages you'll find links to that. My website is just victoriacochrane.com, and when you contact me I'll get back to you straight away. And I am pretty reasonable, I think, with my pricing, but if you are having trouble I take payment plan. You know, money should never get in the way of helping people. So now, Shazza, here we go. Shazza's been going, I'm waiting for my card. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, Shazza, nice. Your psychic abilities are obviously improving, increasing. Angel of emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. You know, so many people don't say what they do or talk to people. I had someone in here the other day who said they have 3 sets of friends and she can talk about different things with each of them, but she can't actually share the whole, or there's one group she can, but otherwise she can't really talk about her spiritual thing. And so it's like, well, if people love you and are your friend, they'll accept the whole you and all the truth of you and nothing but the truth of you, you know. And so butterflies are change, things are changing, things are shifting, and this might not just be for Shazza, because things are changing and shifting for a lot of people, and friends are dropping off but new ones coming in. Truths are being revealed, might cause a bit of heartache and pain, but in the end, when it's all out in the open, you can start anew. So always try to see the lessons and the blessings, because that's how you move forward. And that is what I specialise in. So trees, victoriacochrane.com. It's https victoriacochrane.com. Okay, Kate, lucky last. I'm so sorry for all those I didn't get to. Yeah, please, my private groups, just my nickname's Tor. So yeah, the spiritual journey with Tor's angels. I'm a lot more active on there than I am on my spiritual page. You're entering your 5D. That's great, Helen. Okay, this is for Kate. Peace. So I pulled this the other day. Everything's going to be fine. Abundance, a lot of healing coming in. Corn is your needs fulfilled. Also, white is purity of spirit. Spirit is with you. Hair is growth. And crown is connection to the Creator and the All. So everything's looking really good for you, Kate. Thanks, Shazza, no problem. So just be at peace, know that, just trust that everything's going to work out fine, and just go with the flow. And Rachel, who's saying pretty please. So, and then I've got to go have lunch. I'm feeling this one, endings and beginnings, Rachel. So when one door closes, another door opens. And just see everything with love. It's just like you've got to put a halt to something, but there's a reason for it. And when you do that, then everything opens up for you. So just trust that if something's ending, beginnings are coming and they'll be better. Okay, so the old must be released so the new can enter. And okay, I've got to go have lunch. And I am so appreciative of everyone being on. And if I didn't get to you, I so apologise. And look, thank you for saying I'm calming. A lady who came to see me the other day, I called her just to confirm. And she said, when she got here, she said, I want to thank you because I actually felt a lot better after I'd spoken to you. I just realised that I was more relaxed and had released some things already. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. But I guess that's the healer in me, you know. It's just, and the masters and my guides are working all the time. So I'm grateful that if that helps you, if my demeanour helps you, then I'm really grateful about that. God bless to all of you too. Lots of love. I'll be back next Wednesday at 12 noon. And don't forget to go onto my website, victoriacochrane.com. Check out all my services and podcasts and testimonials and things that are on there. And if I can help you in any way, please don't hesitate to contact me. If the prices are a bit much to you, just still contact me because we can work something out. Okay, lots of love to you all. Bye for now.